Yeah.
It locks it?
Keeping it straight and it's locked.
Okay, see, you won't have too much flexion?
Yeah, I literally can't bend it at all. It's completely locked.
Yeah, you're probably fine. As long as you're alright. I mean,
that's easier, kid.
They're doing the brace in the background.
tipping on the muscle ups.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Start it up. All right, workout. Oh, you first saw this workout, and what did you think? It's the third workout of the quarterfinals.
I think it was pretty cool. It definitely seems like Boz programmed this. A lot of gymnastics. I'm always a fan of that. So that was cool.
And then we kind of watched him talking on, what was it, Mayhem afterwards?
Yeah.
And then it kind of compounded that, right?
Yeah.
What is that you said? You said you saw that he had mentioned Dave had a heavy hand in the open. Mm-hmm. And then seeing what he said about quarters, like, yeah, he probably had some more to do than this.
I think if you just kind of pay attention a little bit, it's pretty easily.
Do you have a preference over the two?
Yeah, I like Boz more. But also, I was talking about this with you earlier. It's kind of weird. So I guess I came into the space like midway through 2020-ish to 2021. So 2021 games, I think, was Dave's last year. And then 22, 23 was Boz. And I also tested twice. So it's like I'm the generation of Adrian Bosman.
It's the weirdest thing.
I think of Adrian Bosman when it comes to testing, when it comes to CrossFit games, programming workouts, and all that stuff. I don't think of Dave.
That's crazy.
Which is weird to think about that, but it's like the generation, I guess, that when I came in the point in time, I think of Boz. I don't think of Dave.
The craziest thing you're doing right now about that is you're rewatching kind of all of Dave's old workouts.
Yeah, true. Yeah, me and Colin over there, who's warming up his shoulders.
I hear he's got to do that a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, him and handstand push-ups don't mix very well. But yeah, we're watching the CrossFit games. So we're in about 5 or 6 events into 2015, and we've watched every event from 2007 to present day. So it's pretty cool to see evolution.
How long did that take? Where are you at?
We're halfway through 2015, and it's been taking us about 2-ish months. I think we've been doing it. So, and we'll get all the way to present day. It's pretty cool. A little history.
I wish you had like we will get to the present day by X date.
By the games this year.
By the games you'll be there?
Yeah.
That's
before
cool.
then, but yeah. So it's pretty cool.
So when you look at this, and I think before we started, I go, yeah, everyone's going unbroken on the 20 ring muscle ups.
Yeah, I disagreed.
You disagreed.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Has that changed at all since?
I don't think. I think
especially
you may have.
if you haven't heard Bosman talk about it.
Yeah, you may have an outlier or two, but me and Boz, I think, had the same perspective. Will there be 1 or 2 guys who do? I think you thought it was going to be way more prevalent than it was.
Because you said something in relation to the rope climbs. If you push those the way you think you should, it makes it more unlikely that those go unbroken.
Just think about time spent. You have 2 sets of 5 rope climbs. That shouldn't theoretically take you longer than the... it's going to be probably pretty close to the ring muscle-ups. I think those will take you about a little over minute 15 to a minute and a half tops. Right. And the muscle-ups should be taking you around the same amount of time. But I think if you were to take the total gas pedal off of those, then you could probably try to be cool and do the muscle-ups, but that won't be your best score.
What do you think about it being an entirely gymnastics-based workout?
I mean, I think it's a good test because if you look at the other pieces, there's not really heavy gymnastics in them, so that's not a bad thing.
It was JR who said G, 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 right?
Yeah.
You ever look at workouts like that?
Not totally, no.
No?
Not too much.
When you look at a workout first, and even maybe in this one, what is it that you think? Where does your head go?
I mean, I just automatically start reading all the numbers and the movements and kind of just seeing the flow of it and that sort of stuff first, because you just want to get a grasp of the whole concept and idea behind it. And then you'll start to learn like where to break stuff up and what was the intention behind it. Like Boz wrote this with the intention to see if anybody's going to hang on to the muscle ups and have a
You think
time.
so?
I believe so.
Yeah? And he put that challenge out.
Yeah, I mean, he said
I wish there was something to it, right? Like that'd be a cool carrot. Hey, if you can do this unbroken, and you don't know this.
True, but then also at the same time, people will game it and go slow. So
sure, right? Maybe like a sub 10 and unbroken muscle up would be something cool.
Yeah,
because that's kind of where you're thinking people will settle on this under 10 and.
Yeah.
Good scores. When I first saw it, I figured I'd be able to do it in 10.5 or 11.
Yeah, true.
And people are going to shortly see why that didn't end up happening here.
Yeah, I think you overestimated your muscle up ability. Probably still thinking.
I don't think it was the muscle up ability. I think it might have been.
Yeah, but you fell apart more than you think.
On the muscle ups?
Yeah, think about it. I told you to do 8. You did 6 and failed. 1 and failed.
Wait a minute. At the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the first set. The first set I was able to do more than 6.
You did 7.
I did 7. Yeah. Barely more than 6.
No.
And then it's like you read my mind. I was like, I'm going to go 4 and 4.
I knew you were going to go 4 and 4. You were going to pick the easy way out.
And then I probably would have finished faster had I had gone 4 and 4.
I think you could have done 8. I think you could have done 8.
I was occluding, dude. I was blowing up.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I've done rope climbs in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm probably outside in between 2 trees too.
I like this setup. It was cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
It's where you're getting bit by a snake.
You probably should be fine.
Bill had a snake hanging out in his garage the other day.
I did. Louisiana stuff.
The one thing I'm afraid of in this planet are snakes.
I don't like snakes either.
Snakes and Alexis.
Yeah, snakes and Olivia for me.
That was who was working out in the background.
Yeah, she was working out in the background. That is true.
What did you have her do?
She was doing some push-ups, sit-ups, shoulder to overhead, toes to bar, hand release push-ups.
Right before we started.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of was trying to come up with something for her, and she goes, "You don't get it. I didn't do a push-up before I knew Bill."
Yeah,
Your chick, Olivia.
True. Yeah, no, that's very true. She's come a long way with functionality on stuff, which is a good thing.
But I think right before we started, what she should have told me was I had never run for more than a minute straight before I met Bill.
She did. She just ran a 5K for the first time, like a few days ago.
I didn't catch that, so
yeah.
That's cool.
So she's come a long way, which is good. Everything in life has gotten easier through CrossFit with her too, which has been a big plus.
With her?
Yeah.
Or like
just
everything?
like everything in general in life, like just her moving her body, taking the groceries in, picking up stuff. Like she just feels a whole lot more independent with it and functional.
Does her family work out? I would have to guess no with those two things.
They're not big into fitness. No, they weren't big into fitness and big into sports either.
Are they bigger?
No.
Would they get pissed? Like if you said this on the video, it's like, yeah, they're a little bigger.
Yeah, no.
Because she came here today and she started cooking.
Yeah, but no.
And she's a great cook.
Yeah, no, none of them are overweight, honestly, believe it or not.
Should we ruin her world and say how she made that gumbo?
She wouldn't be mad. It was good.
She said she cheated.
Oh yeah, I don't really know the cooking terms of that. You'd know more than me.
She said she used a roux for the gumbo, and she said it's like sacrilegious down here.
I don't know.
In the Louisiana world to make a gumbo with a roux.
Maybe you're right. But this is your second set of rope climbs?
This is the second set of rope climbs.
Yeah, this is the one that we went on.
This is where people like you, dude, these shorty shorts were chewing up my thighs.
Hand over hand coming back down too.
You see what I did right there? I cropped in on it.
Yeah.
And it's going to make it a little bit more visually appealing for people watching it. Yeah. But it's going to make it completely invalidated because I edited it.
True.
Right.
I mean, we got a few things we didn't. You
know what else we didn't? Yeah, that's it. We've been talking about random crap here. We didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
But this whole thing is invalid if it were to be even.
I think there's a lot of things that go wrong with this, but yeah, especially that.
What?
We didn't measure the tape line.
Right. Yeah, you got to measure the 15 feet.
Yeah,
I trust you. That's it. It's 15 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it probably fluctuates a little bit with the weather and the rope, but it's maybe more honestly.
Fluctuates.
The rope shrinks. Yeah. So it might be like 15 foot 2 or 3 inches, but it's close enough. And then I know the wood is like 20 feet 3 inches.
You ever climb to the top?
All the time. That's all I do is 20.
Really?
Yeah. I rarely. That's the whole reason we put that up there, is to touch the wood. Like we 90% touch the wood. Yeah.
You put that up there? How'd you get it up there?
And I did. We rented a scissor lift from Home Depot.
No way.
We got it stuck back here. I had to get my brother to bring his Bobcat and pull it out. A long story, but yeah, it was like we were almost in for buying a scissor lift from Home Depot.
Those are not cheap.
It was worth it ish. Yeah.
They had one over at Mayhem.
Yeah, it was literally one like that. That's not meant to be driven on anything but like concrete, and we drove it through the ditch.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
We were putting black mass down on the floor. What are y'all doing? Y'all ready?
I'm getting ready, bro.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they're waiting for us to stop recording so they can turn the music on and we can watch Colin do handstand push-ups for 15 minutes.
Colin's about to smash his workout.
Colin, how is this going to go for you, Colin?
Yeah, what's your plan? Singles from the beginning or what?
Singles from the beginning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But we were talking about your PR strict Diane earlier today.
Diane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling him about your 17-minute Diane. Your 17-minute strict Diane.
How long ago was that?
You remember when Matt was here?
I remember doing it, yeah.
And he was he was like, I may have to go back to work.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't think I can stay here.
You hold me up and go back to work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like.
This is another one. You gonna get to the strict wall facing handstand push-ups?
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
I would like to get like a muscle up or two. That'd be fire.
That's the goal. Okay. Last year you didn't make. Well, last year was the top 10%. What you said is you were watching the cut line to the very minute. You missed about like 100, 150 spots.
150 spots, yeah. It was
and this year you're well within it. But it's all. Would you have made 10% this year?
Yeah, I mean, I was like.
Yeah, it was like
1%.
The workout's kind of set for you a little bit better.
He needs Dave.
He needs
Colin
Dave.
needs Dave.
He needs Dave. Okay.
Colin needs Dave. He does not need Boz.
Okay. So you're watching the games every night and you're thinking, damn, this is way better.
100%.
100%?
Yeah. I
put the grips back on here.
Yeah, that was
hey, what we missed there, the best thing was, as I came down that first rope climb, you go, hey, you're going to have to control that descent.
Yeah, true. I said somebody's going to make a video about you if you don't.
It was a little flashback. There's no rules on that in this, though.
I don't know.
That was a weird rogue qualifier that you got all messed up
Rogue's
on.
got a few.
I think that was Kill Bill Volume 2. I made that on you.
Yeah, that was. You're stretching on the descent on the rope climb.
Right. So as I'm sitting here, I'm like, yeah, I probably got 20. I totally got 20. I'm putting my grips on. What are those called? Burpee box jump grips?
Burpee box jump grips.
That's kind of specific to this area,
I
right?
believe the guy, it's like out of Alabama or something. Yeah, that's the best pair of grips I've ever used. And they're not even like known really. But
the lighting in your garage is good for video. I look pretty jacked.
That's surprising because those lights are like.
Holy hell! I didn't know where you were going with that surprising comment. That's surprising because you're a fat piece of crap.
No. Hopefully I'm nicer than that.
No, not.
Yeah, would you do 6 or 7 on your first set to open up? 7, I think.
I haven't been counting, but
I think it was 7 off of memory.
7 sound. That's not.
I think you did 7,
and then 5 because then I wanted to go 4-4,
and then you were supposed to do 8, but you did 6, 1, 1.
See, this is one I know for certain in a past life I would have gone for broke on those 20, but also that's probably why I was garbage overall because I would have been set on it.
Yeah, sure.
And you should be set on a good time.
Well, yeah, also at the same time you strategize it out. Like I said, you should push the rope climbs to where you can't go for 20 muscle-ups broken.
Right. Did I beat Olivia?
No, I think she finished a little more.
She finished?
I think she's done right now.
I looked back a couple times, and dude, I'm not used to the rings bouncing a little bit. I swear they were bouncing.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I think it's just flexing the ceiling.
A little bit.
Being in them, especially those set of rings, because they're like dead center of the gym, hanging off the ceiling.
I felt good to sweat
like
down here.
210 pounds of steroids hanging. It'll flex a little bit.
Yeah. I was eating the jambalaya.
Yeah, true.
I felt heavy.
That was, so you're at 12 right now. And
no, she's still going.
Oh, yeah. I think she finished before you. But that was when I told you to do 8.
Oh, you know what? She said probably a dozen times that her toes don't get to the bar.
Oh, I'm sure she was worried that she's going to be in a Hiller video.
Is that what she was telling me for? Yeah. She kept on saying it.
I bet you that's it.
You know, my toes don't get to the bar. I'm like, dude, it's okay. You were scaling. You're doing your own version of the workout anyway. Just call them knees to elbows or knee tuck-ups.
Yeah, true.
She was telling me that yesterday, too. Like, she really wants to get her toes to the bar, I think.
She likes toes to the bar and has been working on them, which has been good for her.
So I took a huge break there where I was going to go 4-4.
I had faith for 8 reps, I'm not going to lie.
And I don't know what was going on here. It felt good.
Honestly,
for the first couple.
Yeah.
Like, they look good. I see what you're talking about. This is 3 of, so that's 15 total?
Yeah.
This is 16.
I think so, yeah.
17. Yeah, I felt a little grab.
You had that. Just turnover.
Yeah, dude. Weren't we talking about this the other day? When I start getting all messed up, I feel a grab in my chest.
Yeah.
Do you get that ever? What makes you fail a muscle up?
Triceps. I probably feel more.
Triceps?
But, yeah.
When are you doing this one?
I think tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening?
Yeah, I'll probably do it
tomorrow morning. You're doing the weightlifting one? Look at that. I've never done a muscle up.
I thought you were going to hang there and then swing up and do another one. And then you're just like, no.
I'm not very happy about that.
Honey, you broke something?
Colin's trying to get the tape.
Who do you think beats me? Do you think me or John Young takes this one? That'll be the last note. Me or John Young. Call it.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going with you. I think John struggles.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry, John Young.
None of you spoken.
Yeah. None is a podcaster.
Yesterday, he said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. No, what are you waiting for?